name is Debbie Juchau, and for my speech therapy lesson plan, I'm going to have the students play the game Guess Who. The objectives that will be taught for those students who are working on their receptive language will be answering yes and no questions. They will make predictions and draw conclusions from situational context. For the students who are working on their expressive language, they will be generating the yes and no questions to obtain information about their character. They will be providing oral descriptions of their person. The game can be played with children as young as 6, but for my lesson I will have 2nd and 3rd graders play as teams. So either they will sit right next to me in this chair if it's just a one-on-one, they will have their game turned towards them and I will have mine turned towards me, or they will be sitting across from each other so that they can't see each other's game board. When forming yes or no questions, this is going to involve inverting the subject. So when you say your person with either the main verb as in is your person a woman, or the auxiliary verb does as in does your person have a beard. So those are what we're going to be working on, and I'm going to have 2 cards with those appropriate forms on the table. This one will say, does your person have, and then a question mark. And this one's going to say, is your person a, with a question mark. So if the child's having problems, then I can just tap the appropriate card and help them to remember the correct way to say the question. We will practice those 2 forms before beginning the game. There will be some other concepts that will be taught during this lesson. Besides just answering the questions, the students will be building their vocabulary and using descriptive language and forming complete sentences as well as turn taking. So I will pre-teach this by looking at the game cards together, and we're going to warm up discussing the characters' distinguishing features. So I might sort the cards according to hair color. I would say, look, all of these people have brown hair. And these people have blonde hair. And then I might point to the people with the red hair and say, what color hair do they have? So we will work on hair color. I could sort the cards and we could talk about eye color, we could talk about gender, we could talk about if they're bald or have a mustache, or if they're wearing a hat. So to play this game, each team will have a board that has windows such as this. There are 24 faces of men and women on this board with their names underneath each picture. The game begins with all the windows open. Each team will draw from the deck and pick a card with displaying one of the faces. The players will not show each other who they have chosen. The players will take turns asking questions about the physical features of the face on their opponent's cards, such as, does your person have red hair, or is your person bald? All questions must be answerable with yes or no. What color is your person's hair is not allowed. If the answer is no, the asker will put down all the people on his or her board that have the red hair. If the answer is yes, the people with the red hair stay up and all others would go down. Players take turns asking questions to narrow down their choices, and the first team who correctly names the person on his opponent's card is the winner. Now, one way to make this game more challenging would be to introduce subjective versus objective. Objective descriptions are things like hair color, eye color, gender, glasses, beard. The things that are the facts. Subjective descriptions would be things like pretty, scary, cool, happy, etc. These are more of an opinion, so that would be something that could be introduced. I can also use different character sheets on the new Guess Who that you can print off the computer. This side is showing dinosaurs. And then this side I've printed up showing sports. So that's just one more way to introduce more language and make it a little bit more challenging and interesting to the students. Thank you.